So today we're going to be adding curtains to the back windows. I've got a kit, so I'll talk you through the kit and what's involved, and then we'll proceed with trying to figure out how to fit it. And so this is what the kit comes with. So I believe this is to screw into a piece of wood, and then you can use it as like a phalange. I don't know the word, sorry. Basically, so you can bend the rail, because the rail's going to need to bend when it gets to the edge here. So screw this into a piece of wood so it's steady, and then put that in, and it allows you to bend it slightly. A clamp maybe, but not really quite a clamp because it'll just slide in, but you get the idea. You'll see what I mean. The hardware, so end pieces, press studs, and also screws to go into the back door. I'm a little nervous about screwing holes. I'm going to see, because when I had the blank window plates on originally, there's holes left, so I'm going to see if I can figure out how to use those at the same time to save me drilling more holes than I need to. 4 rails, obviously, one top and bottom for both sides, and then the blackout curtains as well. And I got these from Vw, so I have had a quick browse of the instructions and watched an online video tutorial, so I should have a rough idea of how to get through it fairly easily. But yeah, first thing I'm going to do is measure the bottom of the windows, so I know how long the rail needs to be, and then cut the appropriate length, and then bend, and then put into place. It's referred to in the instructions as a plastic bending tool, so we're going to stick with that. But essentially just drill this into the wood, and then we've got that in place, and then we can get on to making these the correct lengths that they need to be with the right amount of bend. Okay, so now we've got it approximately the correct length. What I'm going to do is, as you can see, I've already sort of started it. I don't want to fold these bits up, so these need to stay as they are. So I'm going to gently bend it using this, for example, like that. Pull down, and then go back to the window, place it on, and then repeat until it fits perfectly in line with this. And then once that's there, then I'll think about screwing it in. It may be slightly too long at the moment, but I'd rather cut it too long and then be able to trim it than to cut it too short and have to struggle along. So we'll see, but starting literally just bend, test, bend, test, and that's what I'm going to be doing until it fits nice, and then I'll come back and we'll start to screw it in. And there we go. So we've got it bent up both ends, and then now it's fitting nicely in the little area that it's meant to be. So once we screw it down, it's going to fit absolutely flush with the gap. So let's move on to that. And you can also see that using the bending tool, I've not put too much pressure in one bend area, so that's relatively unharmed. I would say actually it doesn't feel like it's distorted or anything like that to the hands at all, so it's going to run perfectly with the curtain inside it. So we got the first rail in. I use self tappers here, and this could be tidy. I had difficulties because obviously this is leaning towards where I'm trying to drill down, so that could be tidier, although it is getting covered up with a curtain. And then this one's gone in perfectly, so that's the end piece. So this is what it's like before. Then you throw the end piece on, and that'll stop the curtain coming off on either side. I need to do the top bit now, and once the top bit's done, we'll be able to slide the curtain in, and then the last bit would be to put this on this side, so stop it coming out, and then do the poppers in the side of the barn door. So I've got the second one on much cleaner and much faster. So perfectly lined up. So now it's time to get the curtain on. Okay, so now that's on, just going to do the other end rail, and then should be nearly there, and just do the other side, which should take half the time. And now we just need to quickly do this side, so that should literally take about 1/5 of the time that the other side did. Obviously figuring the main things out and everything like that now, so just know exactly what I'm doing. So let's just go to it.
Chilling in the rain, you're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly.
That's the second curtain on. So top bit went on fine, bottom bit was a bit more difficult than it was last time, and I've ended up snapping a screw here, so I need to come back to it tomorrow, figure out how to get that out so I can put on the end piece. And then finally the last thing to do is to put on these two and the clips that go like in the side there to attach that to, like that, so it fully blacks out. But like I said, I need to figure out how to fix this, and then I'll come back to it tomorrow and finish it all off. Okay, so for this one I was unable to actually, like, I was going to drill cut a groove in the top and then unwind it with a flathead screwdriver, but I was unable to do that. So what I did basically was just file it down so it's perfectly smooth with the surface. Now I've then driven a hole where it's actually meant to be, because this one was slightly off once you push this down, so that should be in the right spot now. So it's just a case of then adding the end attachment on like I've done here. So this will all be covered anyway, so you won't see any of this mistake, and then it'll be sitting finished. So we're about half an hour later. I'm still on this one. It's actually starting to irritate me now. So I've drilled the hole out. It's way bigger than it needs to be in the top. I can't get the screw in. I've snapped another screw trying to do it. I've drilled in a bigger drill bit than I need, so it literally doesn't even link in the top, but I still can't screw it in because there's something going on. So I think further down there's like another double skin, but when I put the drill in I can drill through it no easy, but for some reason the screw's just not doing it. and I'm on my third drill bit, so I'm just going to use a self tapper now, and hopefully that'll work, but we'll soon find out. So there we go, straight away went in. So I literally don't know what the crack was with the other screws, but that's got in straight away and it's firmly in place. So now what we need to do is, on each of the curtains we've got these little press studs, and we just need to put a little popper in to here so we can pop it, and then it's full blackout blind. So that's next. So 8 of these, I'm just going to do a little pilot hole, drill them in, that should be sound, and like I said, I'm just going to measure halfway along for the same height as the popper. So hopefully these are nice and straightforward. Another one snapped, and so there we go. So I'm going to call it a day here. I'm not going to bother with these poppers after the issue that I've had with this side. So I've already drilled a hole in, and then I've got this one stuck, which I need to come back to. I don't have the time to do that at the moment and get the extension cord out and do the same thing that I had to do here. I've already put everything away. But anyway, ignoring the poppers completely, because in all honesty, I don't think they're massively needed. It's just going to be like a little tiny bit of light that comes through from the other side when they're fully closed. So that was installing curtains to the van. So I'm actually going to go out on a limb here and say the first door was really easy. The second door, the longer one, there seems to be like a double skin underneath, which is what was causing the problems with putting the screws in. And even though I used the drill bit, and then you could drill in easily with the drill bit, you could go back and do it again, the screws just wouldn't go in certain places for whatever reason. And as a result, I'm actually going to say that was the most difficult thing I've done to the Caddy so far. Just the frustrations with the screw snapping, etc. Obviously I'm far from the ideal environment, like, you know, I don't have a garage, getting electricity, the van's a nightmare, etc, etc, excuses go on. But what I thought would be fairly straightforward definitely wasn't so much. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Join us soon for another one, and have a good one. See you later. Bye.